If you want to generate inbound leads, which is people contacting you rather than you having to contact them, which is the nice way around to have it, then content marketing is one of the most effective ways of doing that. So if you follow any businesses online that do this successfully, you'll see that they show up really regularly and really consistently. So it's almost like a TV show or a radio show where you're constantly front of mind. But herein lies a problem with that, because as business owners, we all know that you start doing these sort of things, then you get busy doing the day-to-day stuff and things get in the way and you stop. And if you stop and start like that, you're much more likely to turn around after a few months and go, this isn't working, we're not getting any results. We've all done this, I've done this, it's really common. So there's a way around that, and that is to systematize the process and to turn it into any other process that like you might have in your business already, but to break it down into steps and to delegate and outsource various steps so that you make this machine and that you carry on publishing and that you get that traction and you get things moving. So in this video, I want to share with you the process that we use to create video content using a local and a remote team, and show you the process step by step of how that works. This could work with a blog as well as a video or any content that you're creating for your business. Okay, there are two parts to this process. There's the creation of the content and then there's the broadcasting of the content. We're only going to look at the creation part today. If you're interested in finding out more about the broadcasting process and also more detail about how we do this creation process, I'm actually publishing a course very soon that has all of this, and we're going to go through it in a lot more detail within the course. If you want to find out more about that, check the link below this video. You'll find a page where you can sign up for that and find out more information. Okay, so firstly, we need to look at the whole process and break it down into individual steps. So for this process, it would look something like this. First up, you've got the topics, the ideas around what you need to do and generating the ideas at the front end of this process. Step 2 will be keyword or title research. So once you've got the topics, you then want to search around what keywords and titles are going to work for that to get traction online. Step 3 is to script the video, so that might not be specifically script it word by word, but at least make some notes and figure out what you're going to say and the order you're going to say it in. Step 4, to film the video. Step 5, to edit the video. Then step 6, we need to create a thumbnail for it for social media accounts and for posting online. Then step 7, we're going to create some subtitles, which we're going to use on social media posts so that people can view those easily in the feed. Step 8 is an additional step that you don't have to do, but we like to create a social advert. So that's taking an element of the video or a few clips from it or putting some text over it to create a short advert that's going to direct the audience towards the longer post. And then step 9 is signing off the process, which is really important if you are delegating it out to different people, because obviously you've got to check that the quality of that output before you release it and publish it. Once you've got that list of topics, you need to look at those steps and see which ones you need to do and which ones can be outsourced. For me, it's essential that I do the first 4 steps, or certainly steps 1, 3 and 4. The rest can be outsourced or delegated. So delegating some of these tasks is the only way to keep that consistent and to take some of that workload off your plate. And yes, I know that's going to take some investment, but this is marketing. If you think about any of the other marketing you do, if you pay for digital ads, if you pay for print ads, or any kind of content like that, then you're going to shell out for that at some point anyway. And all you're doing with this really is investing in some of that production process to help you along the way. So to organise all of this, we use a tool called Asana. You could use any project management tool. Trello is another good one. We like Asana because it's got slightly better notifications than Trello. It still uses the same column system that allows you to drag and drop tasks from column to column. And it's a little bit more scalable as well if you want to up the level and up the game at some point. So I'll show you quickly how we set that up and how we use it to deliver this video production process. Okay, so here we are inside Asana. And you can see that we've set out a project over here on the left, and it's got lots of different channels or lots of different columns with the task for each stage that needs to be done in the production process. So at the top of each of those columns, you'll see we've got instructions, and also what we've done is we've assigned each of these columns to a specific person. So I'm assigned to columns 1, 2 and 3. You can see my little face there. In fact, columns 1 to 4. Then the edit is passed over to Blue. Then we've got Hannes, our social media guy, is doing the thumbnail, and then a couple of the other versions are for Blue. So we can change the people at the top of these columns at any stage. So if Blue isn't available to do the edit, or if we're going to outsource that part to somebody else, that's fine. If Hannes can't do the social media and we want to change the person who's doing that, then we can change them at the top of that list, and that means that we're then assigning each of those different stages to somebody else. So you've got some flexibility in the outsourcing process there. And then within that, you've got instructions as well, so that anyone can come along and just follow these instructions to complete this task. And then we use Dropbox to keep a lot of the media and the data in. So let me show you this one here, which is an example of one that's in progress at the moment. So within this particular file, we've got the information for the editor at the top, so that's the Dropbox link with all the media in it, and attached to this is also the script, which is mentioned in the previous stage. And then below that we've got information for publishing. So this is the information that was done at the beginning of the process, which is going to be relevant later on when we come to publishing it, broadcasting it. So for that, it's the title, the YouTube and email copy, and also the keywords, which were done in that first early stage for keyword research. That stays with the file as it progresses all the way through this system, and then later on the publisher can use that information across various different social channels for broadcasting it. You can attribute a date to this as well, and then when this person has finished their task, they simply drag it and drop it onto the next stage, and they reassign it to the person at the top of that column, and it continues down the path to the end. At the end of this stage, we should have the following assets. We should have the title and the description, the keywords, the video, the advert, the subtitle version with the subtitle file, and the thumbnail. That's then passed off to our broadcasting project, which is a different component to this, where we send it out on social media. We send it out as a blog, we create a blog post, we send it out as an email campaign, and we just make sure that people are seeing it. So that's a different process from the production process. So that's how we bring some structure and some order to the content process, creating content using a team, a remote team or a local team, and using Asana to manage that process. So I hope that was useful. If you want to find out more about that process in detail, or the broadcasting system that we use, remember that we've got a course on this. There's information in the link below this video. So that's it for this video. You can ping me a LinkedIn connection if you're on LinkedIn, or if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.